Good morning, hello, and happy Friday. Let's see. Today we're going to be working on fixing another bug in the LMS. You over here. Go on with you. All right, so it's going to be LRS here. Well, I think it's going to be LRS. It might actually be the component library too. I'm not completely sure, but we'll figure that out. So let's I guess we'll start by booting up the LMS, getting the test running, and then go see if we can like show the problem and figure that part out. So let's see, what do we have here? We have the ability, we launch it. All right, let's do that first. So we'll do a cargo, no, trunk serve, get that going. Then over here we can start a npm run. I think it was test UI. Okay, let's we'll start by running all these tests. We did that yesterday and they all passed, but just to make sure that everything's working the way we expect it to. Now, I'm not sure which of these tests we can look at to make sure it's working correctly. I'm thinking course articles. Really, for anybody, it should work. So just for like a visitor. So it's can't see the course, can't load the course, add an article, remove an article. It's not going to be accessibility. So there's course access, but that's not. Oh, can see a preview. So maybe it is. Maybe it is under course access. So it can see a preview, can log in to purchase button, complete article button. So I think under this section here, I probably want to focus down. We could probably do it with a visitor. And I wanna see like, do we have a? Yeah, take a look at this. We have a horizontal scroll bar right here. And I think that's because things are just a little bit too wide. I don't have any like margin or padding, so I think we need to fix that. So probably want, because this is a CSS change, I don't think I'd necessarily do a big test for it. I think it's just more of like, hey, we just run this and I should be able to see this fixed here. Now the concern is this might be part of the, actually this is everywhere, isn't it? If I go, oh yeah, there was an or error getting courses because I didn't actually launch the courses, did I? Jay the developer, hello. How are you doing today? What's an backslash RN? Usually it's a basically it's a new line. It's like return, so it's the return code to return the cursor to the beginning of the line without going down, and then N for new line, then go down. So usually an RN is a combination. I want to create a new line and I want to remove the cursor back to position 0 on the line. That might be slash RN. If it's RN, yeah, if it's not that, then I don't know what it is. That's the only time I've ever seen like an RN like that is for the new line. So yeah, if it's not that, then it might be an attempt to be that, and it's just like not working properly, or maybe it's something else. All right, let's see. We have these. We have these. Oh, I need to. We are going to open up. Windows uses \r\n for new line. First time seeing it as just rn. Interesting. So yeah, if I how do I do this? Can I echo with that? Yeah, that gives me a new line. So it gives me return. It gives me the n still. Like even on Windows, it's the same thing. So I don't know what that is. Is it possible that something stripped out the other backslash, the other escape? Wait. Is that on mine? You saw it in my code? Where did we see that? Okay. So it's in my code. I am. Oh, yeah, interesting. I am fairly certain. I wasn't even paying attention to this. I am fairly certain that this has been it's rendering that probably incorrectly. It's probably supposed to be a \r\n, which is why it's not actually doing a new line here. I bet that we could fix that. Because I think this is oh, it's in my little section for I have some code in there. We can probably fix that. Yeah, I probably just failed to do the \r the n part. All right. So mystery solved. Just fake data. And since I don't really care about it, it's like whatever. It's okay. All right. What am I trying to do here? Oh, I'm trying to launch the server. Launch the build. So second Brooks build's in there. Then I go to database. And I can Docker compose up. And that will get Hasuro up and working, which means that everything else will start working soon. In the meantime, create another window over here. And we could jump in. No. Okay, we can jump into here. And I did not want to paste that. I wanted to instead open up, where's the tests? End-to-end tests, probably the mock data. I wonder if I have any of the, like that course data in here or if it's somewhere else. Oh, this is like mocking to go into the database, not coming back out. Okay. So end-to-end tests, intercept data. That could be it too. Nope, not that it. And then test. You know what I should probably do? We could do a global search for yay, I am an article. Yay, I am. No matches found. Oh no. Okay, so it doesn't actually know what that is. This is course access spec. Course access spec, visitor. Let me full screen that. Visitor can see preview. Okay, so I want that one. Oh, okay, so get this one. All right, so expect it to be visible, get by role. All right, so it's probably in here. We have mock data by role, but it's probably one of these. Get, here it is. Okay. So then, yay, I am an article. Yay, I am an article. Yeah, look at that. I did it wrong. It should really be that. So if I save you and we rerun this test, that didn't work. I'm kind of surprised that that didn't work. It also makes me wonder if, like, do I have this article twice? I do not. Uh, I mean, theoretically, this is fixed. I don't know how to get it to reload this specific one because it's because it is still the old data here. So that's interesting. Which makes me wonder, is like, is there still like, yay? Yay, I'm an article. Oh, there's another place. Let's try that one. There we go. We fixed it. Okay, so the real thing we want to fix though is this scroll bar down here at the bottom. So basically, we have everything is going way too big, especially this like log in to purchase button, which I should probably just make, a normal size button. And then everything else is too big too. That login to purchase button, where is that coming from? Let's see. That's a course. Okay, so it's in pages. Course access article, I think. Here's the course content. Okay, so have access. So it is this is in the YCL. It's probably from VW. I need to like track it down, but I bet I bet that this is me saying like you be like 100% width or something, or it's not 100% V width because otherwise like starting here would be way farther to the right. It just feels like this has a little bit too much of a padding or margin or something. But we can go and look at that. Courses, preview. Yeah, okay. Even when I don't. Oh, wait. Yeah, look at that. Even here, I have it. So it's not just there, it's everywhere. So something. I need to get rid of that. Let's just get rid of that function. I accidentally added this one in when I added in uh, Sentry, and then I forgot to take it out. And it's basically just an empty function, or no, it's a call to a function that doesn't exist, which is kind of a not cool. So like down here, this my undefined function. Get rid of you. We're done. Okay, so we won't get that error anymore. Now you aren't causing. Where do I go? Let's see. So you can sort of like play around and see if I can find anything that looks like it's like a margin or something else that's setting up too wide. It's probably not on the body. Could it be the nav? The nav is everywhere. Ooh, I also have Dark Reader installed, which is injecting a bunch of CSS into the site. But this is happening to people that don't have that installed, so my guess is it's not that. I don't think it's my justify content. I don't think it's Flexbox. So it's not this padding. So by the time I get down here, it's probably not any of these things. Now there's main. Main could definitely be it. So let's first start any padding, any margin. No. Could it be the footer with a padding? No. Okay, so it's not a padding or a margin. Great. I guess we should have done that with this body. Okay. Can I select like multiple things and oh, that'd be great if I could like just select like give me every style that the thing is doing. We can maybe see if I have anything that's going. Well, no, this won't show me going wide to the screen, though, will it? All right. Let's look for V width. So VW. Oh, it could be any of these things in here too. I'm assuming that it's going to show up in here if I find it. But so far, nothing. But I suppose there could also be margins in any of these too. Okay. So this one goes. There's a calculation, but that's okay. It's being overridden and not being used. Same thing there. So the H's have that. I wonder if I need to do this exact thing and do margin again. Because I was just looking at top level stuff. And it could definitely be something inside of it. Symbiote, hello. How are you doing today? You could delete elements in Inspector until you see the scroll bar disappear. Ooh, we could do that too. How close am I? I think I'm close to the bottom. I'm in a footer. Let's just continue this just in case. Because if I stop too early, that would suck. But then let's start deleting stuff. Because that sounds fun. So many nested things. So easy to create all this stuff. Then you forget you created so many nested things. Okay, so nothing with VW in it. So let's start doing that. Now the easiest thing to check is, hey, is it the nav bar? It is not the nav bar. Is it the footer? Wait, that didn't actually delete. Come on. There it goes. It was not the nav bar. It's not the. Ooh, wait, it's gone. It's in the footer. Okay. All right, we are doing a binary search on this. So, starting. Oh, I can't like do multiple at the same time. That sucks. All right, well, never mind. We're not doing binary search then. I was gonna delete the first two and just see if it was like the first two or the last two. Okay, it's in that last one. Not any of those, but okay, let's. Interesting. Okay, so it's not in the contents of that one. Oh, it's not that one anymore. Wait a second. Is it like a combination of multiple things? Okay, so hold on. If I just delete the footer, that goes away. Okay, so we know it's in a footer. If I just delete the last one, it's not just the last one. Okay. It's not the second to last one. It's not the third to last one. It's the first one. If I delete the first one, that doesn't do it. So it's the footer itself with stuff in it. That's what it is. It's the footer when there's things inside of it. So this top down and not left and right. Yeah, there might be something in there that's doing that. Lots of color stuff. I mean, I'm not seeing anything crazy. Try adding a container class to the footer. Also, yeah, we could try that. So if I delete everything else, but this, okay, so I have nothing in there. If I edit you and we say, there's a hello, that doesn't show up. If I put a container in here, that doesn't even do it. So when you have, so it's not the footer, it's all of these are doing it. They're all doing it. That's the lesson. Every single one of these is doing the problem. Hold on, let's get rid of. Okay, so we have you. There's an overflow. This element is causing an element to overflow. Okay. It's not that padding right. Albert Larson, hello. How are you doing today? It's not all of those. You're having a day off today. Oh, nice. Day offs are always nice. I'm not seeing this. Okay, what's this thing? Feels nice to be able to sleep in until 11 instead of 6 a.m. Oh, yeah. That like that ability to like wake up and see like, oh yeah, I could just go back to bed and then do it. Oh, it's the best feeling. Okay, so this might be the contents of this too. I do have this image. There's that there. Okay, so that's all I have. The footer just has this image. That's all I've got. Now you're pretty wide. You're set to grow. Can we add in? Okay, so can I say, hey, you, uh, element overflow maybe not on you, maybe on you. That adds like an extra on the bottom, but not on the right. So I don't think it's overflowing on the right. I don't think I can do an overflow on you. It adds another scroll bar. It's not exactly what the plan is to remove scroll bars, not add more scroll bars. Jay, gotta go to bed. Oh, it's 2:35 a.m. Well, have a great night, and thank you. Have a good rest of your day once you wake up too. Now, if I were just to say something like, "Hey, footer, have a margin 0 like 5 rem." That doesn't do it. But even after I do that, oh, wait. Removing the footer doesn't get rid of the scroll bar anymore. What? Okay, I'm so confused. Getting rid of the scroll bar makes it go away. Um, Uncle Scientist, hello. How are you doing today? Bootstrap is usually container row column. Row might have negative left-right margins. Ooh. Yeah, we could take a look at that. So where's so we have row. But I thought we looked at, so we have row. This is coming from Bootstrap. So we have display, flex wrap, margin top, margin right, margin left. None of that is changing it. I could keep that though. So if we look for anything right, margin right. Oh, okay. So there that is. So in Bootstrap, we have a margin right that shows in here. So if I do a container, so if I add in a container to you, that makes it go away. Let's try it. Let's try it. So footer. There it is. Yeah, so I need a container. I thought maybe I could just get away with using rows without containers, but apparently not. HTML is not your strong suit. You do backend kernel, so you have nothing to offer except lurking. Well, I mean, thank you for lurking, anyways. Um, with the rate that things are going, we're going back into the era of backend HTML, though. So maybe it's about to become like we could put HTML in the kernel. Does that make any sense? How many people did I just make like violently throw their computers across the room with that statement? Okay, so the footer class. Okay, so I think that is definitely going to be inside of the YCL. so let's get switch to, this is going to be fixing, or it's not fixing. This is scroll bar footer causes scroll bar. S2837H. Hello. How are you doing today? I am doing debugging stuff. So we just spent a little bit of time to figure out that the footer that I have down here causes this horizontal scroll bar, which is nice. And by nice, I mean, oh, it's great that we now know what's causing it. And we figured out exactly how to make it go away. I'm missing a class to add to the footer. So we are jumping into code now to add that. Now the code that we're using, this project is written in Rust. It's using the U framework. So basically, I have to go into my component library for U and fix it there, because I think that's where I have like a footer component for this. So let's see. We created a branch for this. Let's full screen you. And let's see. Okay, so that's prototypes page footer, site footer. I think it's the site footer. Here's the footer. Here's my classes. So BG secondary, inline styles. Let's just throw in right here. This will be container. Okay, so if I save you, I need to cargo, no, I need a trunk build you. So actually Zilby is here today, but my wife had something that she needed the cat cam for, so I don't have a cat cam today. I know. So here's your daily dose of Zilby cam. Where do you want to go? Okay, he wants to go back and and sit on his cardboard box. All right. So, well, I built this. Oh, apparently we have a warning in here. That's a thing. We'll have to deal with that. Okay, so we have that. Now I can go back to this project. So this is the U component library. Oh no, that was the U component library. This is the actual project that we're building. So I need to pull this in. So okay, I was pulling it in from you. Instead, we're going to pull it in from locally. So if I change you, that should recompile. There, and it's gone. I got here just in time to see this, but now if we refresh, the horizontal scroll is gone. If we go into our courses and we preview them, there's no horizontal scroll here too. Let me see if I can find, I think we have a long course, right? Somewhere. Yeah, okay. So I also want to fix this. It's like the login to purchase button is like way too large. That's going to be in the component library as well. So purchase button. I think I need to find, okay, so this is content maybe? There's prototypes, modules, course content. I think it was this one. So if you've never seen U before, it's modeled after React. So if you have seen React, this should be fairly similar, even though it's in Rust. There's hooks, there's component functions. It's all the fun stuff, including some of the not fun stuff that you get with React. Okay, so do I get a button in here? On click purchase. Okay, if have access, else login and purchase. Okay, so purchase access. So I have a container, I have a row. Okay, here's BB button, button style, primary light, on click, and then that message. So this button I want to make not insanely large. So if we take a look at you, I do have, let's see, I have a button style. I don't have a button size. I wonder if we should add a button size. I bet that would be nice. Let's add a button size. Okay, so for size, we're gonna have basically small, medium, large. We need to implement all of these. Let's see. Armful, hello. How are you doing today? Thoughts on you? Will you say it holds up compared to Next? Unfortunately, I've never used Next. I sort of like started going into the Rust stuff right when that started all coming out, and at work I was using I was and have continued to be using uh, Vue. Every time I say it, I have to like make sure I'm not accidentally saying you or like you mixing them up together. But yeah, so I've never actually used Next myself. I would say that it's more compared to React, so therefore compare React to Next. Um, okay, compared to Vue then. What I yeah, so I would say that it does hold up compared to Vue. It's fairly solid. I don't have like many huge problems with it. It's pretty easy to get in to debug things. Basically, it's like as you saw, debugging is sort of like debugging any website. If it's a CSS problem, it's a CSS problem. Like that's like Vue and you and whatever is not going to help with that essentially. It's component based. It's function component based, so you can do all the correct architecture. Just because it's modeled after React, all the foot guns that React comes with are also present. So you can absolutely put state in every single component and be super happy. You could use all sorts of different tricks to like skip prop drilling and then run into problems because of that, where it gets like really confusing where data is coming from. So it's a very it's super powerful, and it has the exact same problems that React has, which is um basically it's in my opinion not strong enough with its opinions. Unreal Realities, hello, good morning. Um, oh no, I totally understand, but it's like, hey, I want this to be professional. If I want people to pay for this, I kind of want it to like look right, but also I want to show everybody, hey, when you find problems, we're gonna fix it. So this is like multiple things. Like part of it is marketing too, of like, hey, I'm responsive to like problems. Is it back end too, or is it just front end? Just front end. The service that I'm running is the equivalent of create React app. So I'm just running like, hey, trunk serve, and it just does it for me. But you would never use trunk to serve it in a production environment. You would actually like you don't need to, because when you build it, all you have is just HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and WASM files. You just put those into a dist directory and you serve that up, and it's fine. Use Rust plus Elixir for most backends, so you would love to try Rust for front end as well at some point. Yeah, this is definitely possible. Uh, Server-side rendering is still a little bit rough. I need to sort of like dive in and actually really try it to sort of like see if there's um, good sort of patterns we could figure out with it. But it's definitely possible. I know that people have been doing it, and if you use the latest versions of Vue, then it should be a lot easier too. Like something with a lot of these, like this front end also is like the old style front ends now, which is kind of weird to say, but I come from like, Angular days, or even pre-Angular days, where it's like, hey, look, the brand new thing is front end frameworks, where like everything is done on a front end. All right, let's go all in on that. Now we're like, man, everything done on a front end, how old and ancient. Don't you know that all the hip new kids render the little HTML snippets and then send it from the back end? I mean, that's never been done before. Okay, so if I have BB button size, and then what I probably want is to have this turn into a width, right? This is gonna be a width. So I probably want something to like turn it into CSS that I could add into this full CSS up here. So I want classes. Yeah, so like this margin end two. I kind of want. Okay, now I'm curious. Where's that margin end two? Do you not? Okay, there's that button. Oh, that's an icon. Never mind. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Uh, let's see. So button. Here's my button. So class. Okay, whatever classes are passed into it, I just allow. But what I probably really want to do, okay, and then button style is the only other one. Button style is like just that. What color it is, basically. Um, yeah, we import email templates at the backend level to optimize them in emails. Pretty huge brain. Gives us a lot of overhead budget wise too. Yeah, that's the only problem about backend rendering. Like, I think a lot of people forget the reason why backend rendering was phased out in favor of front end rendering. And it's all about money. It was all money. That's all it was. It was not about a better user experience. It was about like that. Now the side effect is once your app is loaded, it's super fast. Like it's insanely fast because everything's right there. You don't like all you're getting is like tiny little pieces from the server. So like, hey, okay, there's some benefits. There's some good things. Time to onboard a new intern though. Good luck with your project. Oh, thank you, Armful, and have fun onboarding new intern. It's always fun getting new people on the team. Kukma, hello. Good morning. How are you doing today? What do you think about leptos compared to you? I want to try it out. Is it true? I heard, but I haven't verified, so I don't know if it's true or not. Is it true that leptos requires nightly? Or is that just something that I saw? Is that just like in a main branch? Or is it just something that somebody was saying in one of the discords that I'm in that isn't true at all? Because I could see all like in any one of those. No ideas. Just heard about it. Yeah. So Leptos is a different signaling based library. Oh, sorry, framework. So it's going to be very different compared to the React style that you is, but it's supposed to be one of the fastest, if not the fastest framework, and we're talking across all frameworks, which is super good. It does not use the shadow DOM or virtual DOM. I always get the two confused when I'm trying to like say one, I'm say the other. Um, one of those two, React and a lot of the front end single app frameworks, single page app frameworks use that. Leptos does not. That DOM thing, the shadow slash virtual, whichever one I'm thinking of, it's really slow, like super slow. But if you're not making something that needs like super fast refreshes, then you're fine. And it literally doesn't matter. And people are so used to it right now on their devices that it doesn't matter for the most part until it does. And then it's a big deal. Best rendering is AOT rendering, where there is no JS nor server side rendering. What's AOT rendering? I don't know if I've heard of that. Oh, but also like sort of last thing is I want to check out Leptos. It sounds really good and it's becoming more and more popular. So it's definitely something that I want to do, if nothing more than just to check it out, just to see, okay, is this something I think is actually gonna be long term? And if it is, then we're gonna build something in it. Oh, ahead of time rendering. Yeah. Um ahead of time rendering is interesting and that gets to sort of like predicting. Yeah, if you just have like simple strings or like you're not doing HTML, if we didn't have all this nice design, then we probably would be like doing that a lot more. All right, I want now. Is there something I can do? Can I just cheat with this? Can I say enter class? Um, it wouldn't be margin, right? It would be. I want like a size. Okay, let's see. Is there Bootstrap sizing? I'm using Bootstrap behind the scenes, but it's inside. I'm only using Bootstrap in the component library, so I can switch this out later if I really want to. I'm just lazy right now, so we're gonna look into Bootstrap, and I want to see is there anything about sizing. Like CSS variables probably couldn't use anything like that. Uh, like breakpoints, I don't think that. Sometimes there's utilities, but maybe not in the grid stuff. So buttons themselves, do they have anything for size? I feel like I did something to make it not an appropriate button. Because it shouldn't be this large. It shouldn't be this wide. So, okay, so first of all, okay, your type button, your class BTN, then BTN primary. You have this light, but none of that affects it. Oh, is it you? This has MS Auto. Ooh, okay, so we can just fix it by that. I don't need whatever that MS Auto is here. Wait, oh, but then the row does it. Do you need to be a container? I mean, that would make it have more wide margin. That would help. But so the row here makes you really wide. I'm kind of surprised, like where are you getting the width of this being set? I guess like the row here is setting everything inside of it to be a certain size. It's not like the flex stuff. It shouldn't be the margin stuff that does it. Yeah, it shouldn't be any of that stuff that's like doing weird things. You know what? To go back to like because I just thought of it. The conversation on front end frameworks and like then the different ways of like rendering the different strategies. It's all about what your user base is. Like if it's an application, like this is an application. So like the idea here is that once you're in it, you're staying in it for a while, right? So a heavy front load time is usually more acceptable than a okay, every time I click next article I have to wait for like, you know, 2 seconds or 1 second for it to like upload and grab the thing. um but if it's like a brochure site where you're like selling stuff, it's like marketing, the fastest possible draw for everything is the most important out there. And so like it's like, okay, only get what you want and render that and don't get anything else and just wait. And then those things don't change very often. So those could be just like those can be compiled ahead of time, definitely. Uh so like a blog is sort of like in between. Oftentimes you're only going to one article and you're not going to other ones, so you just do backend rendering. But if you think that you can capture them and keep them on the site, then you want to maybe switch that around. I need a column on my row. Oh, a column in here. So, oh, okay. So I have this dev right here. So I wonder if I switch this. If I have UB class equals row, and then I have UB class equals call. That's what it is. Okay. And then I also want to put a container up here with this one, wherever that's coming from. Right by main. So a bunch of things for us to do to get this button the appropriate size. All right. So first of all, where am I? The I'm in there. I want to go down here. Let's go to pages main, pages home. which probably has main. No, no. Would even be app? No, lib? No, app. Here's main. Okay, so we have main, role main, and then I want a class. So I want a container, right? I want to for this thing. With a BB container margin some container. Okay, so I want proper else. I wonder if I would just want this to be by default a container. I wonder how much this would break things. What? Oh, right. This is normal. Okay, so I want that. I don't necessarily, let's quit without saving there. Okay, let's trunk serve view. In here, I want it's almost like I want another, so we have main and then I want a container here. So we're gonna do a BB container like that. Okay, so make you happy like that. Okay, so that's one thing. All right, so now I have a container and it looks fine. Now, next up, I want above here. I need a column for that, and I think that was in the YCL. I did trunk serve, didn't I? I wanted to do trunk build. So this was course like content. Course content. Here's that button. So I have a row, and then I want a column for this. So I have HTML, so we could just put a column in here. Foundations. I think it's this. Ooh, oh, because that's container. We have row. Hold on. Let's use create foundations column BB call. There it is. So there's BB call, and then I don't care about any of that, so we're just gonna do the opposite here. So I need to. So I'm in. Okay, this is in YCL, so I need to a trunk build. Which means I need to come back down to here, and then in the main app, we're just gonna hit a save, and that should cause this to recompile, and bam, okay, there is that. Now the alignment isn't really good. Um, so it's in here. So I now have a row column. What is this MS auto? That helps a little bit. So I don't need that MS auto, whatever that was. I'm lost. There I am. Okay. I put this all under one tab in Zellage, and now I'm lost with it. So I think I need to just do more tabs and then switch between those because this is too much. Okay, so MS Auto. I don't think I need this. So I don't need classes in here at all. Just do that. So build you again. That should stay in this position now. Okay. Now you are over here. Okay, so if we take a look at you, we have this is a row that has everything. Then we have, okay, so then we have our thing on the left. Then we have you. So we have a column, column, the rest of it. Then we have another container. Do I not need this container now because I have a container up above? Yes, that's exactly what it is. I don't need that container anymore. Okay, so in course content, so that's back in YCL. Course content. This doesn't need to be a container anymore, I don't think. This just needs to be, oh, which I can change that, right? Because the default is a container. And I want this to be a margin is going to be a BB container margin none. Okay. So margin equals BB container margin none. Okay, there we go. Now this title is centered to the entire thing. I think that's okay. Um, Especially if we get like some of these other courses. Some of these other courses like course 3. Yeah, then it looks fine here. I think it looks fine. But I'll sort of like wait to see if people complain about it. But okay, so what did we do? We got rid of the bottom scroll bar. We made the purchase button, log into purchase button a normal size. And everything else. Okay, I think everything else is fine. So let's also fix. Okay, so YCL needs to be deployed first, and I need to fix the warnings with it. So we had do I see those? I do. Okay, so we're not using you. Oh, that was it? Trunk build. Okay. Everything looks fine. If I rerun, let's, we want to do the same thing. We're going to trunk, like restart everything here. Already in use. Oh, because you know what? I have that over here. That's the trunk serve. Okay. Then we're going to open up our playwright tests, and I want to run everything again. And then maybe we can do a spot check to just make sure everything looks right. Oh, and we can, let's see, projects, let's open up. I want to see all those. I mean, okay, so that's fine. What are you waiting on? Go to slash. Okay, stop. Stop. Oh, playwright, did you freeze? Okay, there it goes. Let's run everything. Okay, so back, you're good again. Everything looks fine. Except for that. That's cool. I don't know what that is and why it's sitting there for a while. Let's see you. Okay, Firefox is looking fine. Waiting for WebKit. I should probably, you know what we should probably do? Set up Playwright to take a screenshot for every page as part of its accessibility testing. Because then that can like just go into some file somewhere, and then after I just do big CSS changes like this, I'm like, okay, is it still looking right? Is every page, and I can just like flip through them really quickly, and just look at them. Okay, that looks fine. That test failed. Looks fine. I guess out of curiosity, what do you all do for verifying that every page is working on your apps? The footer's off. Has the footer been off for these other ones and I just not noticed? They have been. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the content. not down here at like the footer. So the footer is definitely off now. Also, you failed a test. What happened? So expected to equal what? Oh, expected it contains a level 1 heading, which it does have a level 1 heading. It's supposed to have a level 1 heading. Oh, it's still running all the other tests. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this. Footer is now off because it's got this I think it doesn't go all the way to the right. Right, that doesn't go all the way over there. So in body, I probably don't want you to be a container. I probably want to do that. That goes all the way to the right. Uh, then I want to, let's edit you. Then inside of here, I want another div with the class container. And down at the very bottom, before I close this, close that. That's what I want to do. Or change container to change it to container fluid. Oh, that's a potentially another way to do it. Container fluid. Yes. Okay. Good catch. Good call out. I was just gonna create like another layer of stuff. Cause that was the first thing I thought of, and I was like, why think of better solutions? Albert, you do not do front end except full manual HTML and CSS for your personal website. You check that it works manually. Yeah, if it's like your own personal stuff, you're probably not like making big changes to it, and so like you're looking for that when you do. Um, I have used Jest and Selenium. Playwright looks interesting. Yeah, Playwright. I like Playwright more than like infinitely more than Selenium. I like Cypress. I guess like my current thought is avoid Selenium when possible. Cypress is awesome. I know how to use it. Playwright, I'm still getting used to, but I like it a lot, and I like it a little bit more than Cypress. So for right now, Playwright's on top for me. Twisted Seed, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so I want to find footer. And in you, we have this container, and I want to say you're a container fluid. Nope, I want up here. Wait, I'm lost. I want here. Okay. Rerun the server. All right. You're still building it, so you're looking for broken things everywhere. Oh no. There's a front end development, like there's so many things that like fit together and like require each other. Sometimes it's easier just to make sure that something is like working exactly the way you want it to before adding in something somewhere else, especially when it comes to styling, because like styling builds on each other, and that's the cascading part. And like if something is like changes somewhere else, it's going to cascade everywhere. All right, let's just manually go through this, and we'll look at design. Everybody, avert your eyes. I am turning off Dark Reader. so that way I can look at it the way that everybody else will see it. So sorry in advance for this. But okay. You look fine here. Then go to login. That sends me out. Okay. You're good. Okay, and I'm not seeing anything else. I think we've done it. And I will turn Dark Reader back on. There. All right. We'll rerun all these tests. We'll see if maybe if this time they pass. Hopefully it does. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start deploying YCL stuff. So status, we fixed styling. It's really like fixed margin styling. So like fixed styling, fixed margin problems. That's origin. Footer causes scroll bar. That goes up. I don't think I have any GitHub. Do I have any GitHub actions on this one? I don't think I do. No. So we're gonna do a GitHub PR merge right away. No, a GitHub PR create right away. Fixed margin problems. Yeah, sure. Submit GitHub PR merge. Just merge that right in. Okay, so that's fine and happy. You also use Dark Reader? Yeah, I pretty much only use it here on stream. Everywhere else I don't use Dark Reader. I use like if there's a dark version of the website, I'll definitely use that. I don't know why. I just like have an avoidance for it. I don't know. I forgot to look up what that was. So I need to go GitHub, Brooks Builds, ICL. We need to find, okay, this is our new commit that I care about. So for you, in cargo.toml, I wanted to say, hey, we're not using path anymore. We're using this, and this is, we have a new revision for you. That's your new revision. By saving that, I totally just restarted the server, didn't I? Which kills all the tests and makes them not super happy. Okay, now you're working over here. So I do have some flaky tests in here, which I've spent a lot of time trying not to get any flaky tests. When I get like one across like one of the browsers, I'm never sure like what. Okay, so literally one failed. This one failed. Cannot load the course articles. It got this, then nothing else. If I rerun you, you work again. So usually when I start getting that, I usually think that it's some kind of race condition of some kind. But it could also, I don't know. I don't know. This is where like I'm still like in the, okay, am I just not using playwright right? Like what should I do to like make that even less happen less? So okay, whatever. That works though. That's fine. So we're gonna be happy. I also broke all playwright in CI/CD, so I have to I run them manually before I push up, which for a team of one is okay. For anything above that, actually I would say like a team of half because like it's not okay. Because like all I need to be is tired one day and it's like I'll be fine, and then I push up. It's okay until I have users, which unfortunately or fortunately, depending upon which side we're on, we have some users. So that's great. Also, now I need to be more careful. Okay, so what are we at? We updated you. Let's get commit. We fixed. Oh, I'm in main. This is the LMS. Let's create a branch for this. Get switch. What are we calling this? This is a problem with, I guess, like we're a multitude of styling problems. So like styling problems. Let's then, now we can get commit this. So fix styling problems. Sure, super good commit message. Nope. The name of this branch is styling problems. All right. This, as we've seen before, will take a while. This one, I absolutely do have a ton of CI/CD set up for it. So it takes a while for it to spin up all the rest stuff to run through it. I used to have caching set up on some of my repos. It kept on breaking. So I don't know how happy I am with like the GitHub Actions caching, but everything else is working extremely well. So I'm not also I'm not paying for it, which is I have a lot more how do you say it, leniency towards it when it's such high quality for so low price. All right. So that being said, this is all good. I'm happy about this. I'm going to go ahead and let this finish running and then get this deployed, and then I'll post a message into the Discord course channel when it's all up there and ready and actually verified, and I smoke tested it and got that going. But I have to go to my day job now. So, and I've got a message from actually my boss. So I'm going to I need to respond to that and do all those other things. So with that, oh hey, you're done. I delayed long enough for the first ones to have first one of these. So what was the last thing we did? We pushed. Okay, so GitHub pr create. This is, yeah, we fixed styling problems. Sure. Submit. So it'll be another one. With each level, it gets slightly more, like slightly longer. All right, cool. So, what am I looking for? Where am I going? Oh, I remember what I was looking for. I was gonna look to see if there's somebody who wanted to raid. Anybody you all suggest? Otherwise, I'll find somebody I'm following. We haven't rated. Let's see. We've made it rated Raimu a bunch. Um, We haven't rated Sherry Makes Art in a while. Sherry? Um, and it looks like she is creating a chat bot with Java, and then integrating SQLite 3 stuff into that. So she gets actually some like data, like local data storage. And SQLite is a great database to use for any kind of like local system where you don't want to spin up like a full database and pay for it. It's perfect because it's also just a file. The best. All right, let's go ahead and set up a raid for that. Raid. Art. Okay, perfect. We are ready to go there. All right, everybody. It is Friday, so I will actually be here this afternoon at 2:30 p.m. We'll be continuing working with any little debugs or anything else. I think there's something else with the database that we're still working on that we want to sort of like enshrine in code. So that's the plan for this afternoon, and I'll get this deployed in the meantime. Everybody, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.